Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Driver or Car, the series where I take a team that is given to us by a champion of some sort and see how a typical PvP player like myself can actually make it work. And the team that I'm using this week is actually from one of my friends and fellow co-casters, someone who probably doesn't really need much of an introduction in the Pokemon Go PvP lane, and that is going to be Dutch battler ThoTechtical. You guys probably already know who he is. He is one of the best and most well-known PvP battlers and content creators for Pokemon Go. He was a Worlds qualifier, and he's someone, like I said, who has recently joined the casting team, so looking forward to casting tournaments with him in this Play Pokemon circuit. And the team that he has selected to play is going to be Shadow Magnezone, Annihilape, one of the newly released Pokemon, with a Pelipper safe swap. Now, I reached Legend in the Timeless Travel series with Magnezone on my team, so I thought this was a great way to keep playing the Pokemon, and ThoTechtical actually reached, I think it was page 1 of the leaderboards with this specific team. I will already say before starting out, is this a driver or a car? I played it fairly well. The first time that I played it, I went 3 out of 5, and the second time that I played it, I had a completely 5-0 set. But after that, I will have to say I also went 1-4 plenty of times with this team, as it's pretty frail. I would say Shadow Magnezone and Annihilape both need a lot of shields, and unfortunately you only have 2 in the game, and there are just some hard counters to both of these Pokemon as well that are really currently in the meta. Now, having said that, I do think it is more driver than car, but it's still a super fun team to play, and if you're interested, I'm going to show you how we went about playing these games now. So as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, we have the team and also the movesets that they are running, the Magnezone running that Volt Switch as its fast attack, and Mirror Shot and Wild Charge as its charge attacks, Annihilape running Counter, Ice Punch, and Shadow Ball, and the Pelipper using Wing Attack, Weather Ball, and Hurricane. So let's go ahead and jump right into the matches. The first one, it seems like it's straightforward with an Azumarill, but it's actually a little bit difficult. They go ahead and do me a small favor and swap automatically into the Lickitung, and the way I like to play this out is I let them throw a charge attack first, charge up a little bit extra, I throw a Mirror Shot bait first to see if I can get a shield, and then I throw a Wild Charge. I don't get a shield, so I don't even bother throwing the Wild Charge. I swap on their charge attack here, catch the Body Slam, and now I'm just going to completely farm down. I don't care if they even get to a Power Whip or another Body Slam. As you can see, they don't. And now I'm fully charged up on this Annihilape. The Shadow Ball is going to be doing nice neutral damage. Even though Azumarill is still in the green, it's going to have to throw a charge attack to knock me out here. And they're throwing theirs right before I get to my Shadow Ball, so I decide, okay, I'm going to shield this up, get a little more energy, and see what they want to do. They don't shield up? No, they do shield up, so I automatically now swap into the Pelipper, doing a little bit of a dance here because Play Rough, Ice Beam, nor Hydro Pump are going to be enough to knock out the Pelipper, and Azumarill charges so slowly. So at this point, I'm doing a Weather Ball. They don't shield, but I'm already at another Weather Ball, so I'm going to throw right before they get to their next charge attack. And as you can see, they shielded up because they want to throw. This is perfectly fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and let that go down. I have so much energy on my Magnezone here. I'm going straight for that Wild Charge. They don't shield up. I think they thought I was baiting. Oh wait, no, they don't even have a shield left. Whoops. So they go down, and then the next Volt Switch is able to take out the Azumarill. Now, I know that Azumarill is a water type, and obviously that Shadow Magnezone is going to be doing so much damage. The big problem is you need to do a Wild Charge to knock out the Azumarill, and Azumarill, I mean, once they get to any of their charge attacks as well, you're going to need to shield just because Shadow Magnezone is so frail. So it is a bit of a baiting game. I'm glad that they swapped out, but if the Azumarill stays in, I do like to charge up. I will probably use a shield, and I will go for the Wild Charges there against the Azumarill. Let's move into game number 2, where we have a Shadow Charizard. Now, Charizard is a fire type, which is great against the Magnezone, but has a wing attack as its fast attack, so it's not doing much damage at all. They're once again using Lickitung as a safe swap, so what I'm doing is just banking up a ton of energy and once again coming in and punishing them with the Annihilape. These licks are doing a lot of damage to the Annihilape, as you can see as well, but because they went through a Power Whip before, they're not able to get to so much energy now. I have a fully loaded Annihilape, and I'm going for a bait, whatever comes in here. It's that Charizard, and I think I'm going to get a shield here because, as you can see, a Shadow Ball would be able to do so much damage. Now I'm once again fully loaded on this Magnezone. They swap out, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this Wild Charge, which as you can see does so much damage to the Serperior. Now I still have 2 shields left and Serperior charges very quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and shield up that first Frenzy Plant because it would be doing nice neutral damage. It's a water and a flying type, so the water damage, obviously, as you can see, doing a lot but not able to take it out. But now I have a fully loaded Pelipper and I still have a charge attack stored on that Magnezone as well. So I'm throwing this next Weather Ball. I'm going to go ahead and get that last shield off of them, and then I'm just throwing the Mirror Shot, which I think will be enough at this stage, and the Charizard goes down. Let's hop right into game number 3 where we have a bad lead. The Whiscash is going to be doing nice damage, so I'm swapping into that Pelipper and I'm going to be met by a Shadow Dragonair. This is very dangerous because Shadow Dragonair gets to its charge attack so quickly. Dragon Breath is so oppressive. I'm going for the Hurricane, which seems a little bit silly actually, and I'm starting to wonder if I maybe really screwed this up because I have to come back in with the Magnezone here and I have to shield up whatever comes in. Aqua Tail wouldn't be quite enough to knock me out, as you can see, but now my Magnezone is so low, I'm really going to have to put it all on the Annihilape in the back. Lucky for me, they let that go, and so I'm just going immediately and swapping into that Annihilape. I'm going to use double shields here. The Scald goes through. Luckily, I didn't get that attack debuff, which is a 50-50 shot there, and I'm going for the Shadow Ball right as they get to their next attack. They're going to go ahead and let that go down, and as you can see, it's a Skarmory in the back, but I actually feel pretty confident at this point because those Steel Wings aren't doing much at all to me. It's going to be only the charge attack. I got the last shield off of them as well, and now they're going to have to throw a charge attack here, but that's okay because even if they throw both of them, my Magnezone should be okay. Lucky for me, they're not even able to get to another charge attack. I'm already at another Shadow Ball, and that's enough to knock out the Skarmory. Now, normally at this point, I also like to show a match that was well played that I lost using this team, something that maybe I could have played differently. However, I will say that this team, it's just a volatile matchup either way. You're either going to win or you're going to lose hard. There's Skeledirge. If Skeledirge is in the team, it's pretty hard to play against overall. If you safe swap the Pelipper, you have a big chance that your opponent has a Lantern on their side or a Charger Bug, and you're going to get completely farmed down. There's a lot, or say that there's a Whiscash like we saw, or an Annihilape in the lead. Sometimes it's really hard to come back from this. So I'm actually only going to show 5 games total and not really show a loss, but we're going to go ahead and get right into the next one. We saw it before, Lickitung being used as a safe swap, but this is how I like to play it out as the lead. I always charge up. I like to let them throw first. I throw that Mirror Shot, and then I'm going to throw a Wild Charge afterwards. So I throw the Mirror Shot first, hoping that I get a shield off of them. I do get that shield, and I'm already at a Wild Charge here. So now I'm throwing the Wild Charge. They don't want to go 2 shields down, as you can see, and I'm able to completely snipe down the Lickitung, not letting them get off an attack, and I came in with Annihilape. They do me a huge favor here as well by coming in with that Lantern. Lantern, obviously, it does pretty decent against both the Annihilape and the Magnezone, but it does so well against the Pelipper that I'm just happy to completely avoid it. I don't care if I'm shielding up Surf Baits. I want to go ahead and make sure that this Lantern gets off the field. So there goes another Surf, but I'm already at a Shadow Ball here, and I know that this will, if not be able to take it out, it's going to get it really close. Lucky for me, it completely takes it out, and I see the Poliwrath in the back. Poliwrath doesn't really have that great of play against the Annihilape, but I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Pelipper because the wing attack damage is going to be doing a lot overall as well. Just forcing the Poliwrath to have to throw energy onto my Pokemon. As you can see, Weather Ball is not going to be doing that much, but the wing attacks are. They have to throw another Icy Wind to take me out, and I have a move stored on my Annihilape, able to throw it now to get rid of the Poliwrath. So let's go ahead and move into the very last game. We'll see that this is just a fun one for you guys, a little bit of nod. This is a Grass Hole team. I will say normally if it's a Bastiodon in the lead, it's going to be either double Razor Leaf in the back or Razor Leaf plus a Wigglytuff. So what I like to do is I throw the Wild Charge first and I go for a Mirror Shot bait because this would knock it out. I get a shield, which is absolutely fantastic for me. I'm going to go ahead and shield this up as well because it would definitely do enough to knock me out, even though I mean, not even though, obviously would be enough to knock me out. Go for another Wild Charge to knock it out, and then just immediately now swaps to the Pelipper to get as much damage as possible against this Victory Bell. They shield up my Weather Ball, which is great, and I know that at this point, I'm going to go ahead and let it go down, and I'm just going to come in with the Annihilape, hope that I can get to Ice Punch to throw at whatever comes in the back. So of course I'm going to shield if it comes to a Razor Leaf. They swap out, which is great for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get to this Ice Punch. As you can see, it does so much damage. Razor Leaf charges so slowly. I'm able to get to another one because they did swap out, knock this out, and now as you can see, I still have a lot of health left on my Magnezone. One Volt Switch knocks out the Victory Bell, and that's how you beat Grasshole. So yeah, this was the team that ThoTechtical had suggested, and he did also make a video about this team if you're wondering to get some more tips from an actual pro on how to play it or how he liked to play out the matches, which may be a little bit different than I do. I'll go ahead and link that in the description below. Once again, thank you so much for watching the videos. These are super fun to do. If you have a team that you suggest that you would like me to try, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. Good luck on the rest of your climb trainers. Hope you're able to hit legends soon, but we still have plenty of time. Take a deep breath. Try out this team if you want to have some fun.